Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's update on all the physical releases coming to the Nintendo Switch the 30th of March until April the 3rd. Not the best week of the year due to, March the 31st being a popular placeholder date, plus April Fools getting in the way of everything, but I think there's still some really interesting things coming out. Homura, the Crimson Warriors, is probably releasing this week, maybe. I think Otome VNs are not affected by social norms such as financial periods or lying pricks. Amazon in the US say it's coming on the 31st, VGP say it's coming on the 31st, at least the North American version. Europe tends to lag behind with these Otomes, but who knows, it may be playing me for a fool, getting pranked by an Otome. I'd never live it down. But this is the first time this VN will release in English, despite being from the Vita era in Japan. Reviews for the Japanese version have not been gushing like they usually are, but hey, it is a historical one set in the Sengoku period, which is known to have the handsomest of handsome dudes. I'm making that up. I have no idea. I've seen pictures of Tokugawa. I mean, I wouldn't, but if you would. And if you want to purchase it or any retail video game, please consider purchasing via the links down below in the description and pinned comment. That massively helps me, this channel, this series, to keep producing useful physical content for you guys. And VGP are a very nice company with free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian bucks, like 54 American dollars. Plus, each week, if you buy something, you are put into a draw to have a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Robert O. Congratulations, Robert. You should get an email from VGP with your discount coupon in the coming days. If you don't, just hit me up and I'll sort it out for you. That is it for the retail releases. Like I said, March 31st and April Fools. Like, nobody wants to touch these dates. So let's jump into the low print limited pre-orders. Telenet Shooting Collection 1 and 2 is PlayAsia's latest exclusive release, and this one is exclusive to them. This is not an East Asia soft partnership, this is their own release, and it's been a while. And my god, the potential this has. This is a double pack of two previous releases. In Japan, they did not have English, but Limited Run did them in English separately. The fact that PlayAsia are releasing this double pack and it has English has made me very hopeful for more of IDEA's releases like this. Valis in an actual acceptable package, Cosmic Fantasy Collection, a double pack, how amazing would that be? And I would be absolutely skint. But this package is pretty sweet too. Doubling the amount of games makes it, actual decent value, like a retro collection I really want. Having 4 each felt so meager, but one package with 8 PC Engine shmups, well, take my money, honey. I don't know why I said that. Pre-orders for this open on April the 2nd, that's Thursday, in a standard and limited edition. Be there if you want it. And please use my link because you can also get 5% off if you use my code Jordan2026. Bloodrayne Definitive Collection is Strictly Limited's latest Switch release. It's been a while since their last one, which was Iron Meat, and this is a triple pack of the 3 games in the series, Bloodrayne 1, 2, and the much later indie side-scroller Betrayal, 2 of the finest PS2 action schlock jank nonsense that you could find on the system. Limited Run did all 3 of these games individually years back, but this is a more complete package with all the latest patches, and it will save space on your shelf. Due to Iron Meat's success, they did manage to print like 4 of their backlog, so hopefully this helps that out too, and this is due to be sent out on July the 29th in a standard edition and collector's edition. You can order it from their website or Video Games Plus, who are helping out. You can trust them a bit more, and they have free shipping, which is nice. Plus, of course, you support me and you have the $10 discount chance. If you want to pre-order for them, check the links below. It's also going to be on PlayStation 5. All right, the import section. Yes, there's not much going on in Japan either. In fact, there's nothing going on in Japan in terms of proper physical releases, but in Asia, Hyperdevotion Noire is getting released this week in Southeast Asia. What? Jordan, didn't you say it was coming out last week? Yes, I did, but it got pushed back an extra week at the last minute. If you've been waiting for your Neptunia fix, it will be along shortly. You may have noticed that I posted an impressions video about this game, and yeah, it's exactly what you should expect. If you know about the Neptunia series, it's like that, but has good gameplay mechanics as a tactical RPG. You just have to stomach the Neptunia storytelling. I've enjoyed what I played so far, and as a reminder, this PlayAsia exclusive will stay as an import due to Nintendo of the West rejecting it from sale over there. Too much cleavage in some of the characters. What a world we live in. Japan is getting 2 releases over there. The Simple series for Nintendo Switch 2, Volumes 1 and 2 the mahjong, the billiards, the game key, the boo. Alright, let's jump into the community spotlight, but first, if you're new here and you're wondering what the hell this guy's blabbing about, and I have no idea what's going on with myself right now. But if you enjoy physical video games, you enjoy learning about them, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button. It will be the best thing you do today, I promise. Alright, the community spotlight. Burning Kitsune Mas sent in this photo with Animal Well, which has been a very popular purchase amongst you guys. It sold well at limited run and sold well at retail. People just can't get enough of Animal Well. Cresselac sent in this photo picking up Ariana, which actually turned out okay. I've enjoyed what I've played of it so far. I did say I was worried because it's Idea Factory / Compile Hard, but they just published it. They didn't make it. Cartoon Soren sent in this photo with the limited edition of Montezuma's Revenge. Ironically, it is the USB drive that has me the most interested because that has the original version of the game, which looks much better than this remake. D's Nuts sent in this photo with the limited edition of Miracle Snack Shop, which for this part, I initially recorded that we hadn't seen a Play Asia exclusive in a long time and maybe they'd given up. Well, of course, after I recorded that, they announced their Telenet collection. You're welcome, that's entirely down to me. Mr. Awesome sent in this photo with the Splat Pack, which I only know like, real monsters because on ROM sites, like it's pretty much always top of the list alphabetically. They, my man in Japan, sent in this photo picking up the slightly earlier versions of both Marvel Cosmic Invasion and Until Then. So I did hear from a few comments that the Western release of Until Then was published until the DLC was finished for it. Jennifer M. Well, I'd rather not talk about game keys, but as an executive producer on Patreon and all, I just kind of got a bit, my daughter has very much been wanting this game, and that's put me in a bit of a dilemma. I don't want to throw my money at a game key, but I also don't want to be that kind of dad. What do I do? It's the game key dad dilemma. Peter C. sent in this photo, giving some good news about the game on the right, a Japanese visual novel that very recently got a patch to add English to it. It's a Cynotope Daydream, if you were wondering. Lewis K sent in this photo with a couple of boomer shooters. I'm very much looking forward to Mouse PI for Hire. That looks so good. Boomer shooter fans are eating so good these days. Sully sent in this photo. I've been hoping Play Asia would be able to source some of the Astonisher story. I have no idea why they couldn't get a hold of it, but it's definitely one of the most desirable RPG imports with English. Obscure for sure. Super Ben Julio didn't break the bank with this purchase. This has been going for a nice affordable price, and it's a double pack, and at least the bottom one looks kind of interesting from an engineering perspective, as though I know anything about engineering. I don't. Dead Bunny's YouTube picked up the European version of Berserk Boy that comes with your classic acrylic standee. Looks like a fun game and must be vaguely popular since it keeps getting released all around the world at various points. Adam S sent in this photo picking up an early copy of Back to the Dawn, which is slightly less ambitious than Back to the Future, but hey, let's keep our time travel adventures slightly in check. Kevin W sent in this photo picking up Wisman's World. Yeah, this has been quite popular too. Who'd have thought a nice looking remake of a cool looking Japanese exclusive RPG could become so popular? Only in our circles, ladies and gentlemen. Firm Return sent in this photo with some nice RPGs to look at. I love looking at RPGs, it just makes me so happy. Even mediocre ones like Trinity Trigger. I've never played it, but I've heard it's incredibly mediocre. But it still makes me happy. I'm happy in mediocrity, thanks to JRPGs. Thank you so much, JRPGs. You've prepared me for life, a life of mediocrity. What am I saying? Madhawk110 sent in this photo presumably for the PlayStation 5 physicals video, but that's too late. That video's all finished and ready by the time you sent this in, but I'll make a PS5 exception here since you are an executive producer. I have no mouth and I must scream. We need more video games with titles like that. And a cover that looks like a Philip K. Dick novel. I have no idea what it is, but it's probably the perfect video game. Alright, let's have a roundup. Theo, McLaren, Akond, James the First, Twig E, Max1216, Needless Dragon, Riverless, Apple Sin, The Enemy Parasite, Mohabbat Man, Devil Angel, Andrew R, Kat Kilad, Rob L, Jimmy B. If you want to send in your photos, please do so with the details on the screen right now. Special thanks to my executive producers. It's the end of the month. That means it's shout out time. Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Fawn Metaluna, Vey, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Alex M, Josh Foot, Lewis K, Kevin W, Jennifer M, Super Ben Julio, Double Dave, Husway and Horworth, Sora Cat, The Nemo 6, Ghost Bune, G Bautista 100, Rose, Adamantium, Azrath, Jake Vav, D's Nuts, Jeddah Crow, Brotorius, Surfacing for Air, Justin PDC, Cookie Kid, Radio 2 Rancid, Danielle O, Switch Effect, Cava Clavacol, Nerdy Sean, Ligma, Michael Del Polito, Big Bruno, Jimmy A. Guerrero, Max Ty, Viz, Dead Bunny's YouTube, Joshua L, Firm Returns, Kevin M, OGCIB, Mr. Awesome, Miami Sunrise, John Jamin, AMH, Madhawk 110, and Raven Knight Returns. Thank you so much for your support, plus you watching out there right now. If you watched all the way through, you are a legend too. Please leave me a vampire emoji in honor of the Bloodrayne Definitive Collection. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.